Whitehurst.
Hi,
And your name is?
Carey, Gauzens.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I would like to ask you a question. Throughout your work life, we've all worked. Is there anything that you felt was a value that made you happy, that made you proud, that you, a moment or something you do that you can share with us?
Sure, yeah. I work as a pastoral counselor, so I'm a psychotherapist. And probably my favorite working moment is that I can shift my own hours and set them. So one day a week for a while there, I was seeing clients in the evening and going to serve our food pantry at church in the morning. And that just made for a really balanced day that I got to see all kinds of different people and be of service. So that was important to me.
That's awesome.
Thank you. It was pretty awesome.
How long have you been doing pastoral counseling?
Oh my gosh. Almost 30 years.
And what compelled you to go into that?
So I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I wanted to be able to do counseling with people, but I wanted to be able to do it for an affordable fee. And the center where I work is non-denominational, and we don't push any agenda on anyone, but we do sliding fee scale counseling, and we're trained in such a way that if somebody wants to talk about their beliefs, how their worldview, how their spirituality affects their healing, then I'm able to do that.
Did you have to get special training for that, or is that an innate gift that you have?
Oh, what a great question. I did some special training. I've done a lot of spirituality stuff. I work with my church, so I felt called to be able to talk about the pastoral with people. And then I got my counseling training through the social work program at Catholic University.
Awesome. And have you interacted with many people whose lives you have impacted after they
Yeah.
visited with you?
It's a huge blessing. Yeah. So many people over 30 years as a social worker, lots of people.
What would you recommend people do who are working and interacting with people at work in society? Is there anything you think people should focus on or do?
I do. I think sort of remembering that everybody's under stress right now and we're all doing the best we can, and sort of imputing the best possible motives to people. I think sometimes if somebody angers us or they stress us or they cross us, we think they were out to get me or they did that on purpose. And, to realize that most of us really are out there trying to do the best we can. And if somebody crosses you, probably there's some reason for it, even if it wasn't okay.
Can I ask you another question?
Of course, yeah.
Are you seeing that people are, because they're at home, because COVID has restricted their movement and their finances, are you seeing more, I don't want to call it domestic violence, but more turmoil, family stress, friend stress?
Yes, absolutely. I see individuals, so I really hear about it from each individual, what their situation is, but my friends and colleagues at our counseling center do a lot of marriage and family work, and they've said that marriage counseling has gotten much harder just because people are on edge, and they're, if they're quarantining or they're working from home, there's just not as much space as there used to be.
What advice would you give to people who are in that situation?
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Creating some time or some space that's your own. Maybe being able to talk with your partner or your family about times that they get to go out and you get to stay home, or you get to go out and they get to stay home, so that everybody isn't on top of each other all the time.
I think we all take that for granted now.
We do, and usually we're able to get out enough that it's not such a big deal, but I have a couple of friends, it's not professional, it's just friends. I have a couple of friends who are newly married during the pandemic, and they're like, I'm going to kill that person. I love them, it's my first week of marriage, but I want to kill them because I'm never away from them. So
That's because human beings have a need to roam, to be
I do.
and being at home for a short period of time.
Yes. And we all need our space, right? No matter how much you love somebody and how much you enjoy being with them, I think we take for granted the little moments we get on our commute or sitting at home before our spouse gets home or whatever else. They're just little moments for ourselves that are lost right now in the pandemic, a lot of them. So I think we need to build them in intentionally.
Do you think this is a reflection of American culture? Do you think that this is happening all over the globe since the pandemic?
Wow. I bet it's happening all over the globe. I'm much more aware of what's going on here in America, but I think people are people everywhere, and I would imagine that in Europe and Asia and other countries that, people are human. So I imagine they may have a similar thing if they're locked down.
Without it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really enjoyed
Anything
it.
else you'd like to add?
I'm probably not allowed to do a plug for my nonprofit agency,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Center for Pastoral Counseling of Virginia, and people can reach us on the internet at pastoralcounseling.com. And I know people are having a hard time getting into counselors right now, and we have people who have openings and are eager to meet with folks.
I need that information. And
I will be
maybe
happy
this
to.
information for our archives and share with other people.
We would love that. I would love that.
So this is not a paid advertising.
No, absolutely not. No, I just prevailed on you to ask if I can do it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So much.
Thanks for asking.